Hi guys, I'm Carolan, and this is the game that we made for our major project towards the end of last year. So this game took us 6 months to actually make, but that was our time limit from entirely from concepting to alpha, beta, and gold versions. So a bit of history with this game at least. So this game originally, the concept was that you were this character and you were placed in this open world, and you would go around in this open world and fight bosses, and the bosses, um, what you could do is either you could take the power that they held for yourself and make yourself like super strong, right? After you defeat them, or you can return the power back to the land. And so what this would do is that in later boss fights they would be really hard because you would still be super weak, but the environment would change. So say like I don't know, you fight a golem and you put the power back in the land, and then you fight a dragon. Um, but instead of if you took the power, you would have just been stronger. But since you didn't take the power, there's now um, uh, crossbows, or there's or instead of an open space, it's an enclosed cave, or just kind of things like that. So that's what would happen. This is not that game. Um, so about 2 months in, what we about a month in, we figured out that having an open world was ridiculous. We're never going to finish it in the next 5 months. So what we condensed it down is that we were making two different levels, one in the sewers, one in the city. So in the sewers, it's more of like a tutorial. There's some enemies that you find, whatever. And then uh, in the city is when the game kind of actually starts. Kind of like level one, the world one of Ratchet and Clank. It's like they baby you through, and then level two of Ratchet and Clank, they just let you be. So after 2 months after that, we then figured out that having two levels was impossible. So we have 3 months left. So we decided, all right, we're gonna put all our effort into one level, and that's gonna be great. Um, as we were testing, we started getting feedback. Is that people really like enjoyed the combat? Like that was the most appealing part of the game. They didn't really care much about the level, the environment, or anything like that. So what then we then decided, with 2 months remaining, is that instead of it being a level like this, a open world, or like a linear level, we're gonna make it an arcade game. We're gonna put you in a room with enemies, and you're gonna fight them, and that's gonna be that. And there's gonna be a score and everything. In 2 months, we managed to whip this up. So not good planning on the end of it, but what can you do? So, in this game, you use WA is to D to move, and space is to jump. Left click is to do a light attack, and right click is to do a heavy attack. And what we had is that there was different combos when pressing the different things. So yeah, just pressing left mouse button and right mouse button a lot would end up making sort of like these different combos. Although my favorite combo, as you can probably tell, is the walk up and the slam down. So you do have health. The enemies do damage to you. That is the thing. So the timer in the middle, it only starts going down at 60 seconds. That was some feedback that we were getting, that the timer was going down too slowly, that no one really noticed it. So we decided to make it only last 6 seconds. And then we added this score system. So when you play this game, and you have this game and keep it, you should be able to what's it called? Play this game through multiple times, and it should sort a high score menu that will be showing towards the end. Also you can pause the game with P, and then you click it to resume. And yeah, this was just kind of the game that we ended up with at the end. Obviously there are some bugs over there. Yeah, see my little high score system on the left, and they'll stay there through the next playthrough as well. It is also controller compatible, so if you have a Xbox 360 controller, I'm not too sure about the PS4 controllers because they use a different button mapping in Unreal than a normal gamepad. But yeah, if you have an Xbox controller, you can hook it up to your computer, and you can play with a controller as well. It's kind of like normal controller settings. Whatever the left face button is to attack and whatnot. There's also music in this game. Due to my recording, it's turned off though. I've just done that so that you can hear me and we can see this, and I don't have to do very much editing when making these videos. What else can I tell you about this game? Nothing else really. Took 2 months, effectively. Well, this version of it, the arcade version, it didn't, yeah, well, given the 6 months in, it was very much different, as I've already explained. And I'm actually really happy with the results. It feels really, really nice. It was a great learning experience for the Unreal Engine, because that was the first time I really had touched the Unreal Engine, and I learned a lot in those 6 months. I really had to learn a lot, actually. Otherwise, that it was not going to end up going well. In the blog section on my website, there should actually also be some blog posts of the beta and alpha footage, where there's a much larger environment as well, and not as much particle effects. I don't have the builds for those up. I only have this current build for it. But nonetheless, if you like this game and you want to play it yourself, you can just go down in the description and you will find a link to my website, and you will be able to. Alright, have a nice day.